Hello again. So today we're going to read a book called I Need My Monster. And this is written by Amanda Knoll and illustrated by Howard McWilliam.
我需要我的怪物，由阿曼达·诺尔撰写，霍华德·麦克威廉绘制。
Tonight, when I looked under my bed for my monster, I found this note instead. Gone fishing. Back in a week. Gabe. What was I gonna do? I needed a monster under my bed. How was I supposed to get to sleep if my monster was gone?
今晚，当我在床底下寻找我的怪物时，我发现了这张纸条。1周后就去钓鱼了。我要做什么？我的床底下需要一个怪物。如果我的怪物消失了，我该怎么睡觉呢？
I tried to sleep, but it wasn't the same without Gabe. I missed his ragged breathing, his nose whistling, the scrabbling of his uncut claws. How would I ever get to sleep without Gabe's familiar scary noises and his spooky green ooze? It was no use. Gabe would be gone for a week, and I just had to have a monster. I climbed quickly out of my bed so my parents wouldn't hear me. Grown-ups have some strange ideas about monsters under the bed. I knocked on the floorboards, then I scrambled back under my covers, and I waited nervously. Would a new monster appear? What would he be like? Would his snorting be as cheerful as Gabe's?
我试着睡觉，但没有加布就不一样了。我想念他粗暴的呼吸，他的鼻子吹口哨，他为割伤的爪子乱抓。如果没有加布熟悉的可怕声音和他那怪异的绿色软泥，我怎么能入睡呢？没有用，加布将离开1周，而我只需要拥有一个怪物。我悄悄地从床上爬起来，以免父母听到我的声音。大人对床底下的怪物有一些奇怪的想法。我敲了敲地板，然后爬回我的被子里。我紧张地等待着，会出现新的怪物吗？它会是什么样子？它的鼻息声会像加布的那样令人愉快吗？
When I heard some creaking under my bed, I knew that the substitute monster had arrived. Good evening, he said in a low, breathy voice. My name is Herbert, and I will be your monster for the evening. Herbert? What kind of name is that for a monster? You don't sound scary at all. Have you ever scared a kid before? Well, no, but I have read all the best books on the topic. Do you have long teeth and scratchy claws? I asked. No, but I have an overbite. And I'm a mouth breather. Listen. Herbert's panting was kind of scary, but it wasn't enough for me.
我试着睡觉，但没有。当我听到床底下有嘎吱声时，我就知道替身怪物来了。晚上好，一个低沉、带着呼吸声的声音说道：“我的名字是赫伯特，今晚我将成为你的怪物。”赫伯特，怪物的鬃毛是什么样的？你听起来一点也不可怕。你以前吓过小孩子吗？不，但我读过所有关于这个主题的最好的书。你有长牙和抓痒的爪子吗？我问。不，但我有副牙颌，而且我是用嘴呼吸的。听着，赫伯特的气喘吁吁有点吓人，但这对我来说还不够。
Listen, Herbert. I'm sorry. I just don't think this is gonna work. It's nothing personal, but I really need a monster with claws. Picky, picky, Herbert complained. As you wish, I'll go. There was some more creaking. Then Herbert was gone.
听着，赫伯特，我很抱歉，我只是认为这行不通。这不是针对个人的，但我真的需要一个长着利爪的怪物。挑剔，挑剔，赫伯特抱怨道。如你所愿，我去吧。还有一些吱吱声，然后赫伯特就走了。
Some scratching warned me that a second monster had appeared. Good evening, he said in a high, silky voice. My name is Ralph. I understand you need a monster with claws. If you would please lean over, I will hold out my arm for inspection. I crouched on the edge of the bed, hoping to see a horrible, shaggy arm with sharp, ragged nails.
一些刮擦警告我，第二个怪物出现了。晚上好，他用高亢柔滑的声音说道。我叫拉尔夫，我知道你需要一个长着利爪的怪物。如果你愿意靠过来，我会伸出一只手臂进行检查。我蹲在床边，希望能看到一只毛茸茸的可怕手臂，指甲又锋利又粗糙。
Instead, I was surprised to see a sleeky, brushed fur with smooth, shiny claws. Excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, I asked, but is that nail polish on your claws? I could tell. Yes, it is, Ralph replied. I believe professional monsters should always be well groomed. I could tell that this was not going to work either. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Ralph, but I need a monster with scary claws, like Gabe's, I thought. I heard more scratching, and I knew Ralph was gone.
相反，我惊讶地看到光滑的拉绒毛皮和光滑闪亮的爪子。对不起，我无意无礼，我问道。但是你的爪子上是指甲油吗？是的，是的，拉尔夫回答道。我相信职业怪物应该永远打扮得漂漂亮亮的。我看得出来，这也是行不通的。很抱歉让你失望了，拉尔夫，但我需要一个长着可怕利爪的怪物。我想就像加布的一样。我又听到一些刮擦声，我知道拉尔夫已经走了。
A minute later, a third voice from under the bed rasped, "Check these claws, kid." I gathered my courage and peered over the edge. The claws were impressive, jagged and dark and razor sharp. So far, so good. I was a little nervous. Could you stick out your tail? I whispered. Sure, but don't get scared.
1分钟后，床底下传来第三个声音：“看看这些爪子，孩子。”我鼓起勇气向边缘看去，爪子令人印象深刻，锯齿状，黑色，锋利。到目前为止，一切都很好。我有点紧张，你能把尾巴伸出来吗？我低声说道。当然，但是别害怕。
I peeked through my fingers at the slimy tail slithering over the foot of my bed. That's when I noticed the bow. Are you a girl monster? Of course I am, she snapped. I'm Cynthia. Do you have a problem with that? Yeah, I do, I admitted. I definitely need a boy monster. Boy monsters are for boys, and girl monsters are for girls. Everybody knows that. Well, aren't you a picky one? She sniffed, and then she was gone.
我透过手指偷看那条在床角上滑行的黏糊糊的尾巴。就在那时，我注意到了弓。你是少女怪物吗？ 我当然是，他厉声说道。我是新西亚，你有什么问题吗？是的，我愿意，我承认，我确实需要一个男孩怪物。男孩怪物适合男孩，女孩怪物适合女孩。每个人都知道这一点。好吧，你不是一个挑剔的人吗？他吸了吸鼻子，然后就走了。
Was I being too picky? No. I knew that my monster needed to be well-clawed and menacing. The whole point of having a monster, after all, was to keep me in bed, imagining all the scary stuff that could happen if I got out.
是我太挑剔了吗？不，我知道我的怪物需要有爪子，并且具有威胁性。毕竟，拥有怪物的全部意义就是让我躺在床上，想象如果我出去可能会发生的所有可怕的事情。
Then I heard a shuffling noise and some slobbering. A fourth monster was under my bed. Hey, the name's Mac. One look at his claws proved that Mac was a big, scruffy boy monster. I shivered. Maybe this one would work out. Those are excellent claws, but do you have a long tail? I leaned over to see. No, my tail is stumpy, Mac slurped. But I do have an unusually long tongue. Why would I be afraid of a long tongue? I asked. Oh, I don't know, he said, trying to sound terrifying. You never know when I might lick you. I fell back on the bed laughing.
然后我听到了一阵拖拉的声音，还有一些流口水。第四个怪物在我的床底下。嘿，我叫麦克，一看他的爪子就知道麦克是一个又大又邋遢的男孩怪物。我浑身发抖，也许这个会成功。那爪子真棒，你的尾巴很长吗？我俯身去看，不，我的尾巴很短，麦克咕哝道。但我的舌头确实长得不寻常，我为什么会害怕长舌头？我问，我不知道。他说，试图让自己听起来很可怕。你永远不知道我什么时候会舔你。我倒回床上，笑了。
Well, if you're not even going to try to work with me, Mac whined, I really don't think you should send me away, he warned. Kids who reject 5 monsters in one night. I did not reject 5 monsters tonight, I interrupted. My regular monster went fishing. Fishing, eh? Maybe he just left because you're so picky. Fine, I'm out of here, but I wouldn't expect another monster tonight if I were you. How was I ever going to get to sleep without my monster?
好吧，如果你甚至不打算尝试和我一起工作，麦克抱怨道。我忍住咯咯笑。我真的不认为你应该把我送走，他警告说。一晚上拒绝5个怪物的孩子，今晚我没有拒绝5个怪物。我打断道，我的常客去钓鱼了。钓鱼啊，也许他只是离开了，因为你太挑剔了。好吧，我离开这里。但如果我是你，我就不会想到今晚会有另一个怪物。没有我的怪物，我怎么能睡得着呢？
I was surprised to hear more creaking under the bed, loud creaking, with scratching. I thought no more monsters were going to appear tonight. I said, Sorry I'm late, kid. Whew, it was Gabe. I thought I would enjoy fishing, but I didn't, he explained. Those fish scare too easily. No challenge at all. You, however, are challenging, my friend. You're almost too old to be afraid of monsters. You keep me on my toes. Toes. Delicious snack. The bed quivered as Gabe's stomach rumbled with hunger. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to start the evening with an ominous puddle of ooze. I peeked over the edge of the bed. Green ooze spread soundlessly from underneath.
我很惊讶地听到床底下有更多的吱吱声，吱吱作响，伴随着抓挠。我以为今晚不会再有怪物出现了。我说道：“抱歉，我来晚了，孩子。”呼，是加布。我以为我会喜欢钓鱼，但我不喜欢。他解释道：“那些鱼太容易害怕了，根本没有挑战。然而你很有挑战性，我的朋友。你已经太老了，不能害怕怪物了。你让我保持警惕。啊，脚趾，美味的小吃。”加布的胃因饥饿而咕咕叫，床在颤抖。现在，如果你不介意的话，我想以一滩口水开始这个夜晚。我从床边往外看，绿色的软泥从下方无声地蔓延开来。
Then the bed trembled as Gabe unfurled his spiked tail. He was daring me to guess where he might pop up. I shivered.
然后，当加布展开他带刺的尾巴时，床颤抖起来。他让我猜他可能会出现在哪里。我浑身发抖。
So you had some substitute monsters tonight, Gabe said, sharpening his claws on my bedpost. Were you scared? Then Gabe started tapping. I could tell he wanted to know if I still needed them. No other monster can scare me like you, I giggled, diving under my covers and pulling them up tight. Through the blanket, I heard Gabe's soft, comforting snorts. Ha, ha, I knew it. We were made for each other, he growled.
所以今晚你有一些替代怪物，加布说，在我的床柱上磨砺他的爪子。你害怕吗？然后加布开始敲击。我看得出来，他想知道我是否还需要他。没有哪个怪物能像你一样吓到我。我咯咯笑起来，钻进被子里，把它们拉紧。透过毯子，我听到加布轻柔安慰的鼻息声。哈，我就知道，我们天生一对，他咆哮道。
When my blanket started to slip off the bed, I knew Gabe was ready to eat. Now, if you could please stick out your foot, he said. I'd like to nibble your pinky. I yanked my blanket back up and scrunched my feet in so Gabe couldn't get them. No toes tonight, but you can have this, I offered, pushing a pillow off the bed. I didn't even hear it hit the floor.
当我的毯子开始从床上滑落时，我知道加布已经准备好吃饭了。现在，如果你可以的话，请伸出你的脚，他说。我想咬你的小脚趾。我把毯子拉起来，把脚紧紧地塞进去，这样加布就抓不到它们了。今晚没有脚趾，但你可以吃这个。我一边说，一边把枕头从床上推下来。我实质没有听到它掉到地板上的声音。
Gabe was back. The ooze was perfect. Everything was back to normal. I shivered again. I'd be asleep in no time.
加布回来了，软泥非常完美，一切都恢复正常了。我又颤抖起来，我很快就会睡着。
The end. See you later.